Hi, I'm Eric Pfeifer, broker-owner of Pfeifer Realty Group, and I'm here with Greg Demaras, who was our 2023 top producing agent. And I thought we could just have a very casual conversation about what the market looks like and what we should expect in 2024. So Greg, obviously we have different geographical areas that we cover: Sanibel, Captiva, Fort Myers, Estero, Bonita, and I really think we have to focus on individual geographic locations to predict what we can expect. So how about if I cover Sanibel and you cover the Mainland, Fort Myers down to
Deal.
Estero. Yeah. So on Sanibel, obviously we took a big hit with Hurricane Ian in September 2022. But in 2023, there were a ton of sales. 260 single-family homes changed hands, and that's a big year. That's bigger than most average years. So there have been a lot of sales. We have a lot of buyer demand, and the values of single-family homes, of course, dropped a little bit if you look at the average price, but a lot of the homes that sold were damaged homes. The condo market on Sanibel is completely different. Most of those are still damaged. Majority still are navigating their insurance claims, so there were only about 65 condo sales on the island in 2023, and they were trading at values at a significant decrease than pre-storm values. And then vacant land on the island, we have a lot of great listings of vacant land on the Gulf of Mexico, near the beach, on canals, and they seem to not be selling so well, and I think that has to do with the cost of construction. Obviously, there are just simply not enough contractors to fix all of the homes and condos on Sanibel, so the cost of construction has gone up a good bit, and it's shifting people from buying land and building houses to purchasing existing homes. For 2024, I expect it to shift where we have a lot more buyers now that the repairs are being made, and I'm expecting a big year for Sanibel real estate in 2024. I think sellers will see values have held and they'll get good prices for their homes. And I think as the inventory builds, there will be a lot more options for buyers to pick up exactly what they've been waiting for since the storm. So that's a little bit about Sanibel, but I'd love to hear what's going on in the mainland.
Yeah, you know, I'm always reticent with these predictions because I do have opinions, and looking back, I don't know if we could have ever predicted each of the last 5 years that what happened. You know, between COVID and a hurricane and all sorts of things.
Red tide.
Don't forget red tide, exactly. Mm-hmm. So, but, you know, keeping that in mind, off island, and what we're talking about is really Naples to Cape Coral, up and down that, I call it the corridor, Lee County. You know, we've got a lot of exciting statistics and information going on in terms of the growth. People are still coming to Florida. They're especially coming to Southwest Florida. Lee County, for sure, is a hot area. This is January 2024, so we're early on, but I will say the light switch has turned on, it appears, for activity off island. And what I mean about, you know, the predictions, you know, we're back to what seems to be more of a cyclical real estate market like what we used to have before COVID. I mean, slow during the summer, picking up towards the end of the year, and then getting certainly a little more brisk after Christmas or New Year's. Right now, it appears the areas, especially in the Alico and Corkscrew corridor, where there's a lot of new construction coming. There's another, 15 or 18,000 homes coming over the next 5 to 10 years. Lots of options for buyers. And it seems that things are more normalized off island in terms of buyer activity and traction. It's our typical buyer, which falls into two categories. I want to buy and I'm a first-time buyer, or I'm switching. You know, you see this, we call it the shuffle, right? So I bought a condo 3 years ago, and now we're moving to a house, or vice versa. So there's pretty good activity. My prediction is values are not doing any major swings. I think we're going to have some good traction, and I would say this time next year, values will be slightly higher, and activity will again also be slightly higher. That's
and I think that's true for Sanibel. When we get done with this rebuild, we're going to have new condo buildings, we're going to have new hotels, we're going to have new restaurants. All of the insides of the houses and the condos will be brand new. There's so much money pouring into this area. If you look at Captiva with South Seas and that new development, or redevelopment. If you look at Margaritaville on Fort Myers Beach, that's attracting so many developers and so much money. And then, as you said, the 18,000 or so houses along the Corkscrew and Alico corridor. There's just a lot of great things happening. On top of that, you have new companies moving to Southwest Florida for tax advantages, and then the airport is building yet another terminal. So just so many great things happening in Southwest Florida. So I know this was about 2024, but if I could look out 5 years, I just predict that the values are going to be so much higher throughout all of Southwest Florida, and this really is the best time to buy.
Without a doubt, I concur.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. Please call us if you have any questions, and we look forward to helping you. Thank you.